Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. So guys, today it is new project reveal day. It is Monday, so I hope you had a great weekend. I'm going to bring the new project in and we're going to take a look at this one. Now, this one was another bought to order. His name's Dylan. So Dylan, I know you're watching. And this was his dream vehicle. It's his second car. This is Dylan's second vehicle. And I previously sold his first one to him, which was a little black Ford Fiesta. Now, he's been running around that car. I want to say he's run it into the ground. You know, it's still got a little bit of life on it, but it's ready to die, this car, and he knows it as well. And he's just trying to get it to hang on, just hang on. And he wanted to let it hang on until next year when he can save up for his Pacific vehicle that he wanted. But it's turned out that it's come along too quick. So he's had to get in contact with me and say, look, would you be able to find me this vehicle? I said, yeah, no problem. I should be able to find what you're looking for. In fact, and he'll say this as well, is that this one I found him is far, far better than what he thought he was going to get for his money. He's got a specific budget in mind, and, you know, I wanted to try and get the best vehicle for the lowest mileage, but the best vehicle I can find and the newest I can find within his budget. He had to go up a little bit more with his budget on this one, but trust me, guys, this is worth it. You won't until I bring it in, you see this. It is incredible. I might struggle getting it all in, so I've just got to sort of see if I can juggle it into the workshop, because it's huge. It's massive. So yeah, let's bring it in. I'll show you what we got. We'll have a walk around it, and let me know, guys, in the comments, what you think with this new project. It's a good one. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, managed to squeeze this vehicle in the workshop beside me. Let's get into it. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know what this vehicle is and how good it looks. So let's get into it. I'll show you what we've got. We'll have a walk around. We'll explain exactly what's going on with this one. And then we're going to sort of get into it. But today it's just probably going to be a walk around. We'll have a look here. We're going to see what it's like. Let's look at the damage and put a plan in motion. So let's get into it. I have got a Ford Ranger, but it's not your average Ford Ranger, as you can see. This one is a very special edition Ford Ranger, and it is called a Stormtrack, and it is incredible. This thing is amazing. It really, really is such a head-turning truck. It's unreal. So basically, the backstory of this one was I told you about Dylan, and he was after a Ford Ranger. It was his dream truck. He, you know, he's in the building game, and he's not like a builder where he's going to throw like cement and all that sort of stuff in the back, but he's like he's a chippy. So he does all carpentry and stuff like that for a company. And this is his dream truck. Well, a Ford Ranger is his dream truck, but this one come along. When he said to me about it, I put a few in my watch list. And this one, I found this one and I thought, wow, this is unbelievable. But it's one of these trucks. This one especially, it's just out there, isn't it? Because of that colour. Look at that red. In the sunshine, this absolutely pops. I tell you, it is unbelievable. And there's not many like this on the road. You don't see a lot of these Stormtracks in this red and black. There's piano black everywhere on this thing as well. Even these little side, you know, it normally says, it don't say that normally. It normally says like the engine size, 3.2 or the 3 litre. This one is the 2 litre Eco Sport, Eco Boost, Wet Belt, Blad Blue, all that sort of stuff. But it's the 2 litre. And he went for this one because of insurance. This is his second car that he's owned, this one. And yeah, like I said, it is his dream truck. And I found a couple of white ones, a couple of black ones, grey ones, and they just did not look nothing like this. Yeah, very, very cool looking truck this is. And it's, yeah, very, very nice. Like I said to you, the piano black. Look at these piano black tops. You don't normally get that with the Rangers. They're normally just a flat black matte finish. But because being this sort of Stormtrack, you get a few extra bits and pieces on this one, including an electric shutter. You can put it on the remote control. There's a button in there as well in the back of the truck, or there's a button in the cab that you can press to let that go backs and forwards. Got a reversing camera there, which is what he wanted. We did speak about this tow bar as well, because he said like he would never use a tow bar ever. So we spoke about it, removing it, but I think it's a Ford original. It comes from factory, Formico. There, you can see it. So these tow bars come with this specific truck, this Stormtrack truck. It comes with that. So I said, look, let's leave it on. And yeah, it shouldn't annoy you. It shouldn't annoy you, but you know, we'll see how it goes. But I think it's best to leave it on because it comes with the truck. So yeah, and it's got obviously these black decoys as well running through the whole scheme of the truck, running down the side, both sides, and the bonnet, as you just saw. And now we're getting to the damage. This door is the damage. We have got, this is a Cat S, so we have got a little bit of structural damage down the bottom there on the seal, which is, you know, normal stuff that I've done far more damage than that before, so I haven't got an issue with that. Little bit of wing damage, but I'm trying to, because of this colour, there's no way I'm going to get that wing in colour. I've tried, I've looked, they're just not out there. So we're going to have a go at just sort of pulling that back out, getting that repaired, back into shape, and then maybe do a little bit of paintwork. But this paintwork's going to be really hard to match. So yeah, very, very challenging for my painter, but you know how good he is. So hopefully we're not going to get any issues with colour differences and fades and shades and stuff like that. But it's going to be a difficult one to match, this one. Such a nice red, really is. I've no idea what it's called, but it's specific to this Stormtrack. I don't think you could get this red as an optional extra when you're buying them brand new. I'm not sure. Got a little bit of damage up here on that top seal as well. There, again, easy. We can pull that out and then just get that section resprayed. So, yeah. What a truck this is, honestly. When he said to me about it, and I showed him it, I was kind of hoping he'd say, "Yeah, I don't really like that," because I would have got this and swapped with my truck. I would have took this one because it's such a nice truck. Very, very smart looking thing, I tell you. It's got this, you know, it's got this nice front end on it as well. A few bits and pieces. I'm not sure if, you know, what exactly is specific to this thing, because obviously you've got this red inserts. The actual red inserts don't actually match the colour of that red, which is a shame, which is a real shame. They should have matched the colour on the inserts. It's red, don't get me wrong, but it's not quite the same red. You can see it, look. It's like a, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. It's got front sensors on it, got rear sensors as well, parking sensors. But yeah, got a little bit of damage on the inside because obviously this door was hit here. We've got seat belts have gone. So we've got to get them sorted out. The seat airbag has gone as well, in there. Now, I spoke about this to actual Dylan about this, and I said, look, I really want to get this seat repaired because it's got Stormtrack written in the leather. I think he's going to get seat covers anyway, but it's still nice to get the original one used. So I think I've found the right airbag to go into that seat. Once we replace that, I'm going to take the whole seat out and take it to an upholstery guy, and he's going to stitch it back up. So they stitch the leather back into like the actual. Is that? Oh, it's just black cotton. So like it's, see the black cotton there? It's split. The red is on the outside, double stitched like that. It's double stitched on the outside, and then black cotton on the inside. And they have to use a specific cotton as well for it to, when that airbag blows, it splits the seams. So, and he knows that. I've spoke to the guy already. Curtain airbag as well has gone. I've just tucked it up out of the way for the moment because it was getting in my way. But the curtain airbag has gone. All the seat belts have gone off as well. No dashboard airbag or no steering wheel airbag. So that's good. That's another reason why we went for it as well. So this one, seat belt, completely locked and solid. Cannot move it anywhere. But yeah, and then obviously the other side, seat belts are gone as well. So we've got to have a good rip out of the inside, get those seat belts and the airbag module, because when you start it, it's got an airbag light on the dash and the airbag module needs to be cleared. But I just want to quickly show, because I know Dylan's going to be watching this, and I just want to quickly show Dylan those lights, because in the dark, they look well good. Watch this. Really, really brightens up, doesn't it? So it's got these plates on the doors. So, yeah. And these side lights are really LED bright. Look at that. Very, very bright. Yeah, just wanted to show Dylan that, because we did mention that the other day. We saw that. But yeah, that's going to look very, very cool. This one, again, like I said, the seatbelt is tough. So basically, I can tell who was sitting in the car. So there was no passenger. There was only a driver. There's no other passengers in the car, just a driver, because I can tell because the seatbelt is all floppy where it went round him or her. And then these are nice and tight. So there was no other people in the vehicle at the time of the accident. Looks like it's been like someone's gone into the side of him, sideswiped, isn't it, by someone? Maybe someone's pulled out on him. Something stupid like that, isn't it? But yeah, very, very nice leather seats. And like, they've got this, there's like an Alcantara section on here on the seat, but the rest is all leather. Because normally with these Rangers, you get the seats, and I think they're called the Wild Track, and they're like orange seats. And I've never really been a lover of those seats, but these ones look really nice and smart with this Stormtrack written through the seat. You've got Stormtrack here written on there as well. It's an automatic. It's fully loaded, heated seats as well. Yeah, Apple CarPlay. It's everything. It's fully loaded. It's nice dash as well. Look at its top dash, all leather, black with red stitching here as well. So yeah, very, very nice interior on this one. But yeah, apart from obviously the other side, the obvious, the door, the airbags, you know, there's not a couple of scratches around it, but nothing major. And it just looks so good. We have got to do a couple of tyres because they won't go through the MOT. There's no way. They're too low. So I've already spoke to Dylan about that. So he's going to source me a couple of tyres to go on this one. They're 18-inch alloy wheels on this. And every wheel has got this red line on every wheel. All 4 wheels got this red paint line. I'm assuming that line on all the wheels, tyres, they are something to do with the crash investigation. I might be wrong. There might be someone watching this now that knows why there are lines on the wheels and tyres. But I've got a funny, suspicious feeling that it's got something to do with the investigation, the crash investigation. Once it was involved, they have to do that. I don't know if it's going to start because the battery is pretty dead. Let's give it a go. No, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. I knew the battery was completely dead. I had to jump it and charge it to get it in here. But I just want to show you the mileage on this one. So it has got 65,142. 65. And look, you've got it's all the gears there. 65,142. So yeah, and again, I spoke to Dylan and explained the wet belt situation on these trucks. It's got the wet belt, the Ford. He's looked into it as well. He knows about it. And what we're going to do is, once I've done all my bits and pieces and all my work to get this truck back normal and everything changed, we're going to send this to another mechanic, and he's going to do the wet belt on this one because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I wouldn't mind having a go doing this wet belt if it was my own truck, because I've never done one of those before, wet belts on these. And if it was my own truck, it wouldn't matter. But because it's a customer's truck, we bought it to order. I don't want it to go wrong, so I'd rather send it somewhere where I trust this person and I know he's going to do a great job and he's going to get it done, and it's a good price as well. What he's charging for it is a very, very good price. So yeah, in this case we won't be doing that timing belt, but at some point we probably will. We probably will do one. But you've got a little button here. I don't know if it's going to go, but you've got a button there and it will make the shutter. No, there's not enough power. There's not enough power in this one. A little bit dirty, but we'll get all that cleaned. There's a button here, and the truck needs to be running. Battery is completely dead. But yeah, I didn't struggle getting it in here, but it was a squeeze. I had to move everything out of the way to just to get it in here. But it's in, so that's good, which I know now. Once we get into repairing this one, we can bring it in and possibly do the work in here. Might even actually, if we've got some time, I might even start stripping it out now. No reason, I don't think. Yeah, I think we can. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think so far of the new project, guys. This is an absolute animal. Look at it. It's well cool. It looks really, really smart. So, yeah, let's get set up. Let's just see what we can get done today. It's worth, I've got a couple of hours. So let's get cracking, and might as well just get cracking whilst we're in here. Let's get some inside stripped out, I think, to get to these seatbelts, because I've got to send the seatbelts away, and they're going to take a while to come back, these seatbelts. So it's worth getting it stripped out and just see what we can do. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Loads of bits and pieces already been removed from this truck. This is the front one. There. Front one. Was that the front one? No, this is the front one, sorry, because the belt's longer. It's been stretched already. So that's the front one. This is the rear in the back. Not that bad, I've got to be honest. It wasn't as bad as I thought. So not too bad getting that removed. So I'll just remove the plastics and then you can see where it sits. It just sits in there and I'll just put this forward. Don't know, it just give me a lot more space in the corner to get to this one here. Plus it helps because obviously we're going to pull this roof liner down a little bit by removing these handles and stuff like that there, and then obviously remove it down like that. But we're not going to do that today. Definitely haven't got time. Definitely not got time for that. But we have done the seat belts on this side, so that's the driver's seat belt done and off as well. And I'm just going to leave the plastics out because we need to put the plastics back in once we're done. I just want to quickly show you. I've also removed that bolt on the seat and that bolt on the seat because we're taking the seat out. So whilst the seat's forward like that, take the bolts out, and then once we move the seat back, it's out the way. The other one as well is down here. You've got like a screw that holds this centre. It's a bit loose now because in the middle there is the crash data module. We need to take that with us when we take the seat belts, so they can do it all as a one package kind of thing. And that module is in underneath there somewhere. I've not done one of these before, so I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's there. I didn't mention this side step as well, did I? Look at the side step. Look, it's at an angle, so it's been hit as well. So we're going to put a new one of these on as well. New side step going in place. And then obviously we can just repair this section here. That's all just got to be pulled out, punched down and made right again. And then that can be painted. But yeah, slowly we are getting there. But I think what I want to do now is switch it to the other side. I'll set the camera up here. We'll get this side belts off now, that belt off over there, a few plastics, and continue just with this truck. So yeah, let's crack on. Let's keep going. Get that side seat belts out. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. I managed to get it up. So the airbag module is just sitting at the back of this centre armrest, just there. And there's a couple of connectors that just connect it up there. But you have to take this bracket off. There's a bolt each side. Just 8mm bolts. Just one each side holding that bracket, but you have to take that off. Otherwise, you can't get to the airbag module. So now that has been removed. And the other seat belts as well on the passenger side, both of those have been removed as well. So I've got them here. So that's all the 4 seat belts and the airbag module. Restraint control module actually is called. But some manufacturers, some cars, they call it airbag modules. But they have called it restraint control module. So that has got to be cleared or replaced. I'm not sure which way. I've still got to look into all this really. So yeah, but at least that's done. And you know, that's part of part of getting the repair work done. And yeah, you know, it's just a little step towards getting this one back together. I've already spoke to you about the airbag on the seat. So I've already ordered one, and obviously the numbers all on there, that tag there. So that's on its way. And then once we replace that, I think there's 2 bolts I need to get to that hold them in place on the back. I don't know how we're going to get to that. Oh, I can probably just do that. Can I just do that? Yeah. I should be able just to do that actually. And yes, we have to pop this one out, and then once that's replaced with the other one, we'll take the seat out and we'll take it to get stitched up, and then that's the seat done. We know about the curtain airbag. It's got to come down a little bit with the roof liner, but we'll get all that down and swap all that out once that turns up. I have had the paint guy over to match the paint for this. Now, I did think it was going to be, and he's kind of said the same thing. He thinks it's a 3-stage pearl. There's 3 stages to it. You've got two colours, then the main top coat, and then you've got the lacquer, which is the 3rd one. But you have to spray it out. He said you have to get the match, what the colour, you know, the painter will do that. He obviously knows what he's doing, guys. We've used him quite a lot now. So he'd have to spray it out on the card to get the colour to match as close as he can. So the more times you add a spray to it, so if you have like 1, 2, 3 times you go over the top of it, it changes the actual blend and the actual the actual thickness, the actual redness of it. It will change as he does it. But which I know that anyway. But he's got to come into the wing. He's going to have to come out into the wing, probably into the bonnet. He's got to blend it. He's got to blend this one right up, and then he's going to have to go right over this seal. We're going to get that repaired anyway, so he's going to have to come right over the seal and then just keep going into the door. Go right into even though there's nothing wrong with this door, he's got to bring the paint over and blend it probably halfway through the door. So yeah, it's a bit of a job for him, I've got to be honest. But I'm sure he'll be all right. But what I haven't showed you quite yet, and I've not really spoke about it, is this door. Now, this door, we've got Stormtrack written at the bottom. And when I found this truck, I wanted just to see what parts were out there and what I can find. And let me show you what I found. A door in colour and Stormtrack, and the actual black decor stripping on the door. Black handle, which is supposed to be missing a mirror, but we can swap over the mirror to the other one. That's not a problem. We've got a few scratches here. And a few marks there, which I knew about. And there's a mark here, which I knew about. And there's a little dent here at the top here. And there's a little dent up here, which we're going to have to... I'll try and have a little play with it. If not, it'll have to go to the body shop and let them play around with that, straighten that back up. But the thing is that I wasn't fussed too much about the damage. I wasn't. What I was fussed about was it having Stormtrack written on the door, and this was the only one on eBay. There was no other one on there. So I had to get this. As soon as I knew that we was getting this, I ordered that door straight away. And that's why it's here already. And this has only been here, I think it's turned up a couple of days ago. So it's not been here long. The door turned up before this did. And that was the reason. I wanted that Stormtrack written at the bottom of the door. All the rest of it, it can be repaired. And we'll just switch it all over. Like even the door card, we'll just switch it over, switch all this stuff over for the original one, because I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty certain that these are going to match, these plugs, because you know, this Stormtrack version of the Ford Ranger, it's a one-off. This colour, this red that they did, I think it's a one-off to this type of vehicle, like Stormtrack version. And from what I can tell is that this was just before they ended this Mark 3 or 4, and then they facelifted it to a larger front end and a different, like on the back it says Ford or Ranger at the back. So I think that what they did was they just threw a load of bits and pieces to it, because they knew it was coming to the end of the production with this truck. But yeah, you know, this colour is going to be pretty hard for the painter to do. So, yeah, hopefully he has no issues. But, yeah, you know, that's it. I've kind of run out of time today, so I can't really go any further with this. I'm going to have to leave it there. But what do we think, guys, of the Ford Ranger Stormtrack? Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.